We don't know how to specify the future properly. We don't know how to say what we want. And, I always use the example of the genie, right? What's the third wish that you give to the genie who's granted you 3 wishes, right? Undo the first 2 wishes because I made a mess of the universe. So in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to make it the machine's job to figure out. So it has to bring about the future that we want, but it has to figure out what that is. And it's going to start out not knowing. And over time, through interacting with us and observing the choices we make, it will learn more about what we want the future to be like. But probably it will forever have residual uncertainty about what we really want the future to be like. It'll be fairly sure about some things, and it can help us with those. And it'll be uncertain about other things, and it'll be, in those cases, it will not take action that might upset humans with that, with that aspect of the world. So to give you a simple example, right? What color do we want the sky to be? It's not sure. So it shouldn't mess with the sky unless it knows for sure that we really want purple with green stripes.
Everything you're saying sounds like we're creating a god. Like earlier on, I was saying that we are the god, but actually everything you described there almost sounds like every god in religion where, we pray to gods, but they don't always do anything about it.
Not exactly. No, it's in some sense, I'm thinking more like the ideal butler. To the extent that the butler can anticipate your wishes, they should help you bring them about. But in areas where there's uncertainty, it can ask questions. We can make requests.
This sounds like God to me because, I might say to God or this butler, could you go get me my car keys from upstairs? And its assessment would be, listen, if I do this for this person, then their muscles are going to atrophy. Then they're going to lose meaning in their life. Then they're not going to know how to do hard things, so I won't get involved. It's an intelligence that sits in, but actually probably in most situations, it optimizing for comfort for me or doing things for me is actually probably not in my best long-term interests. It's probably useful that I have a girlfriend and argue with her and that I raise kids and that I walk to the shop and get my own stuff.
I agree with you. I mean, I think so you're putting your finger on, in some sense, sort of version 2.0, right? So let's get version 1.0 clear, right? This form of AI where it has to further our interests, but it doesn't know what those interests are, right? It then puts an obligation on it to learn more and to be helpful where it understands well enough and to be cautious where it doesn't understand well and so on. So that actually we can formulate as a mathematical problem, and at least under idealized circumstances, we can literally solve that problem. So we can make AI systems that know how to solve this problem and help the entities that they are interacting with.
The reason I make the God analogy is because I think that such a being, such an intelligence, would realize the importance of equilibrium in the world. Pain and pleasure, good and evil. And then it would
absolutely,
and then it would be like this.
So right. So yes, I mean that's sort of what happens in the Matrix, right? They try the AI systems in the Matrix. They tried to give us a utopia, but it failed miserably, and fields and fields of humans had to be destroyed.